This is Jim Wallace with lessons from Robin Williams' Suicide. Take care of your brain. The news spotlight right now is focused on depression and suicide. All of a sudden, depression and suicide are hot topics because of the tragic death of Robin Williams. We're hearing more and more that depression is a brain disease, and it is. It's important for all of us to know that. But what can you do to take better care of your brain? I want to talk for just a minute about what all of us can do to take better care of our brain. This applies to those of us who are suffering from depression, being treated from depression, or hoping to avoid depression. All of us can do a few simple things to decrease our odds of having brain diseases. On my websites, TMS Augusta and Jim Wallace MD, I talk in some detail about the things that we can do to improve our brain health. Briefly, these things are fairly simple, and most of them already know at least a little bit about them. One of the most important things that we can do is to avoid drugs and alcohol. Drugs and alcohol are central nervous system toxins, and alcohol is a central nervous system depressant. There's no reason at all to think that a central nervous system depressant would do anything at all to help with depression. It may feel like it's going to help, but it doesn't. We should all be eating a very healthy, nutrient-dense diet. On the website, I go into exactly what this means, but one thing is clear. That is, almost everyone should eat a lot more green vegetables. Exercise is incredibly important for good brain health. Exercise increases some of the important neurotransmitters, such as serotonin and dopamine, which are involved in depression. But perhaps more importantly, exercise increases a neuropeptide called brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF, which is hugely important in brain health. Another thing that increases BDNF is meditation. It seems to me that people who meditate are at far less risk of depression. So I suggest meditation for almost everyone, and on my websites I go into the particular kinds of meditation that I find most effective and easiest. Brain diseases such as depression require the earliest possible and most effective treatment. So anyone suffering from depression should get professional help to nip the symptoms in the bud and get that help as soon as possible. I find that my suggestions, as discussed above, are helpful for people who already have depression, and perhaps even more helpful for the people who are not suffering from depression but want to improve the health of their brain. This has been Jim Wallace discussing lessons from Robin Williams' suicide. My next talk will be on taking care of those you love. Thank you for watching this.